Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Star Fox Adventures. Last time, we got Tricky back here to the ThornTail Hollows, saw the Queen the Earthwalkers once again, and she's not feeling all that good right now. So we need to go ahead and find some white GrubTubs for her, and digging through this hole, watch will be going to the area we need to go to find some.
Okay, Tricky. You stay here, I'll go search down there.
But I need to help my mom.
And you will be by staying out there.
Okay, Fox, but hurry up. My mom looked real bad.
Okay, so Tricky's gonna stay up here, which means we won't be using him for anything down here. So that's good to note. But we want to actually head over this way first. And in here, we want to go ahead and take our bomb spore, plant it in this hole. And as you can see, when we're next to this hole, oh, it's not doing it now, but our staff was actually glowing. Because right there, in that little area, is a staff upgrade. In the beginning of the game, they give you a lot of upgrades to your staff, but this will be slowing down later. So, just be used to that. But hey, we got one with water, so you know what that means. We get a new ability. And this is probably one of the least useful abilities. It's a situational ability. We get ourselves these staff rocket boost. So whenever we see these special little boost pads on the ground, we use this ability, we'll be able to rocket up from that point, which gets us a higher ground. Like I said earlier, this is a very situational move, because if there's not a rocket boost point next to you, you can't use this. So it's not something you'll be using all the time, but you will be using it quite a number of times, especially right now since they just handed it to us. But here's another bomb spore plant, because I do need one of these. Because I am out of bomb spores, and I need one of these things desperately. Okay, where are the spores going? Come on. Okay, there they are. Wait for them to go down to the ground and start collecting. Oh, careful. And I got a little hurt by that, but not a big deal. You can actually stun these little mushrooms here. And the scan won't tell you what they are, but they're just fungus that'll hurt you. And what the heck's going on with Fox there? He's twitching out. Probably my controller. Maybe my battery's dying. I notice sometimes when batteries die in this Wavebird, then, well, it kind of spazzes out. But that's happened all the time with Wavebirds for me. But this is one of those rocket boost pads, so when we're next to one of these things, the icon staff booster will light up, meaning we can use it. Hold down the A button and you'll get a boost to push you up to a ledge like this. Simple as that. Let me actually go ahead and shoot this thing again. We can stay on this switch here, but we can't really do anything with it because this is a context sensitive switch, meaning that if there's nothing on it at all times, then, well, it's not going to keep that door open. So we'll have to find something to push onto that thing for now. So we're going to have to leave it. And heading over here, we actually have another staff booster usage. So we go over here, and why did they put a box behind that thing? That's actually bad placement. Gotta knock the thing out first, and keep on knocking it out just to get the health. That's pretty stupid. But also your little, trying to think of the word. I'm having brain farts all around. But you can go ahead and actually block these little things' attacks. If you hold down the R button to put up your little energy shield there, you'll actually block these things' attacks. I mean, just watch. It'll shoot again. Fox will still cough, showing that he's in a hurt animation, but he won't actually be hurt. So that is very useful to know, but it's still fast that I would just avoid that, take the hit, or just move on and avoid them altogether. So, yeah, that's nice to know, but you won't be using it all that much. I just wanted to point that out there now. But blowing up that little crack there in the floor, push this block down, and that's what we need to use to keep this door open. Well, actually, let me go ahead and refill some of my staff energy, because I'm kind of low. And let's go ahead and talk to this guy here.
Ah, a lantern to light your way. Good. Yes, very good. Good, excellent.
Yeah, so this guy looks to see if the lantern's in your inventory. If you don't have that lantern just yet, then he'll tell you something different, saying you need a lantern to see what's coming up ahead, and go back to the store and buy it. He won't move unless you have the lantern. So that's why I went to go buy it before heading into this area, because, well, you need it anyways. So why waste a trip? Just get it before coming in here. It'll save me so much time. And same for you guys. But this is the White GrubTub Fungus, so we need to collect 6 of these things, and then we'll be good to go. The game will play a different chime, saying they've collected them all, so you don't have to worry about counting them. Though if you want to know, you can just open up your inventory, and, well, you can go ahead and find out there. But I do want to go over here and collect this. This is a firefly. These fireflies you need to fuel your lantern. So we just need to kind of hover around here for a second and collect some more of these things. We'll be using our lantern quite a lot in this area. Can I pick that up, please? Thank you. Sheesh. Actually, let me go over here because I want this blue crystal. This is worth the most out of anything to fuel up your crystal again, because that thing is worth quite a lot. And let's see, where's the staff booster? There it is. I do believe that with the max of the staff upgrades, that pretty much fills it up almost all the way. It won't fill it up all the way, I think, but it's most of the bar. So that's pretty useful. Oh, I should have went down here first. Oh well. But let's go ahead and turn on our little flashlight here, or lantern, I should say. And get another one of these bomb spores ready. You don't necessarily need the lantern to see in here, because if you know the level layout enough, then you can kind of navigate around or just do some trial and error. But the game does require you to have this here, so, you know, if you're required to have it, then just use it. I just go by that knowledge, so let's go over here actually first. There is another place where we can use a bomb spore, so let's go ahead and get one of these things. And I swear, whenever I need to use something in this inventory, I'm always cycling throughout the whole entire thing before I can find it. That's usually what happens, so you'll be seeing me do that quite a lot, actually. And it's convenient right now, because it's nighttime going in here. If we went into this place at daytime, the white grubtails will be jumping around, just like the blue ones, but if it's nighttime, the grubtails just sit there. They just sleep, so you don't have to worry about running around trying to whack them and worry about them running away from you, so that's pretty useful, actually. That's very nice they do that. And I almost fell. That would have been fantastic. Let's go ahead, get some more health, and let's get the last 2 grubtails. It's very convenient that both of them are up here. But there we go. We got a nice little chime telling us we have all the grubtails in this area. So, now with that, we need to head back out here. And, well, I was about to say I was going to cut, but actually I do have something I want to talk about. This game, like I said in the beginning of this Let's Play, a lot of people don't really like it because it's not your traditional Star Fox game. Well, the reason why it is not your traditional Star Fox game is because it wasn't originally going to be a Star Fox game. Now, a lot of people already know this little bit of trivia, but I do want to talk about it anyways. This game was originally titled Dinosaur Planet, and it was not going to have the Star Fox crew in it at all. The main character looked a lot like Fox from the Star Fox game already, and Nintendo did see this, and they wanted to make it a Star Fox game after seeing it. So after that, Rare decided to start developing it more as a Star Fox game, which they kept all the main elements of what they already had developed, but they did add in some of the Star Fox elements besides the character and their little backstories and more story of the game around the Star Fox team. They went ahead and kept in the R-Wing sections that we all know from Star Fox 64 in the original. So that's something to know. A lot of people say that this is not good because it's not a Star Fox game technically. That's kind of why, because it's not originally made as a Star Fox game. It was originally made as something completely different, codenamed Dinosaur Planet. So that's something I did want to bring up, because a lot of people already know about it, but still a lot of people still kind of complain about it because the game is not your traditional Star Fox game. But it's a given, because yes, this game is not the original style of Star Fox, but it's still very enjoyable. A lot of people complain also because of how tricky works, and I did not mean to fall there. A lot of people complain that you have to actually work with a companion that you always have to feed and you always have to worry about, but it's not that big of a deal. It's actually more like a tool than anything else. So, a lot of people who complain about that mechanic, I don't really see some of the stuff they're complaining about. I can kind of see, yeah, you always having to constantly feed Tricky. That can get annoying at times, but it doesn't really bug me. It bugs a lot of other people, but not me. But there we go. If we fire at all these switches, we'll go ahead and open up this portal. And I swear, I was aiming towards this switch over here. I don't know why the heck Fox was flipped the other way, but okay. We'll take it, game. We'll just take what you are trying to say and roll with it. But we have no water in here, which means we have another energy upgrade. So we already have 2 of the 3 energy upgrades that are in the game. So you'll see my energy meter like this throughout most of this Let's Play. Yeah, we know what to do by now. Thanks, game. Oh, that was a voice crack right there, jeez. Going through puberty at the age of going on 20. And yes, that's an age. I'm in college, by the way. Yeah, I'm about to turn 20. It's like another month at the time of this recording I have until I turn 20. So, kind of why I said it like that. Should be some fuel cells right over here. Yep, there they are. Let me grab those. And let's go ahead and jump down. And let's see if I can aim from here. Come on. Yes! Blew that thing up in that dinosaur's butt. Yeah, that's pleasant. There we go. Got 1, 2, there we go. 3 bomb spores. And I'm just gonna ignore you, buddy. Because once I walk away, I don't know why I said it like that. Once I walk away from him, then the Sharklaw won't care at all. Sharklaw, not really the brightest creatures in the world. But we can go ahead and feed the queen the White GrubTub. But before doing that, I'm going to come up here and grab another energy cell, or fuel cell. I always called them energy cells, even though they're called fuel cells. Not exactly sure why, but that's why I always called them. Let's go ahead, go into our inventory, and feed these White GrubTubs to the queen.
Thank you, Fox. Thank you for saving my son and for saving me.
Okay, enough of the thanks. No, I need some help from you. Can you just tell me what's going on?
This is all the work of General Scales. He is the ruler of the Sharpclaw tribe, a nasty bunch of pirates who have always wanted to rule Dinosaur Planet. We have always been able to stop his attacks, but this time he somehow become stronger and defeated our army at the Krazoa Palace.
Right, a bad guy. But how did the planet get in such a mess?
Within the Krazoa Palace, he broke the seals of the Force Point temples.
I'm listening.
This planet is rich with a magical force, a force so strong that it is continually pushing our world apart. To stop this, 4 spellstones were placed inside the Force Point temples.
Okay, that's a bit weird, but I understand.
With the seals broken, Scales entered the temples and removed the spellstones. With nothing to hold back the magic force, the planet was torn apart.
At last, it all makes sense. So, the bad guy takes the spellstones, your planet falls apart, and I've got to find the spellstones and bring them back to the Force Point temples.
See, Mom? I told you he was good. Star Fox, yeah.
My son will remain with you, for only a dinosaur of noble birth can breathe life into the spellstones.
What? That's okay, but don't you think he's a bit young? I mean, it's gonna be very dangerous. Loads of bad guys, fighting, death.
He knows the planet well, and I'm sure he's shown you his sidekick skills.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those.
Come on, Fox. We'll make a great team.
Okay, but if you mess up just once, I'll send you straight back to Mommy.
Okay, yeah.
Good. Now, our spies have indicated that Scales was last seen in Dark Ice Mines. I know the gatekeeper, Garundate, a silly fellow, but he can guide you to the Spellstone. Go back to the Snowhorn Wastes and find him.
Got it.
And Fox, I think you'll need this. The Sharpclaws dropped it when they attacked me. Maybe it'll come in use somewhere.
Okay, enough already. Can I just get on with it?
So now that we learned about the Spellstones, we learned about our second major collectible in the game. As you guys remember in the very beginning, we learned about the Krazoa Spirits. We'll be collecting those throughout our adventure, but we won't be getting into that until later. Now we learned that we also need to go around and collect these Spellstones, which is another major collectible in the game we need to get. And also, good thing to note, you can only carry these blue fungi, you can only carry a maximum of 15. So, that's something to note now, while we're still here collecting some. But now we know that we have to go around and also collect these Spellstones. The Spellstones is what keeps this planet together. So we'll need to go and collect plenty more of the Spellstones in order to go ahead and put this place together. There's a total of 4, and each area we need to go to, each main area I should say, that's not already attached to the planet, gives us a Spellstone. So that's what we need to do, which is why we need to go see the Gatekeeper. The Gatekeeper we need to see before going to this main part of the planet that's already been separated that has the Spellstone, because they will gain you access. You can't fly there until they open up the way to you.
Stay.
So that's why we need to go back to Snowhorn Waste and talk to the Gatekeeper there in order to get to this next area in the game. So that's why we need to do all this to go back. And this is what I was talking about when we first went through this area. You need to have Tricky stand on that switch there to open up the gate. Then you use that lever switch inside and you'll be able to start going back because you gotta change the current. It sounds very complex, but it's very simple when you think about it. And wow! Did I really just turn around to walk off? That's great. Such a one to turn around and aim up with my fire blaster. There we go. Get myself some more fuel cells. There we go. Easy fuel cells. And I think we already have enough to go to the next area in the game already. Like, more than enough, actually. You know what? There's some white grubtail here. What I like to do if I see more and Tricky's hungry, I'll just feed him some. And then I'll just grab another one. So, there you go. Tricky's maxed out, and so is the amount that I can carry. So, that's useful to note, and that's something I'm going to be doing quite a lot, actually. But now that we're back here in Snowhorn Wastes, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, guys. So, next time on Let's Play Star Fox Adventures, we'll go ahead and find the Gatekeeper here in Snowhorn Wastes that can lead us to our first main area of the game, where our first Spellstone is. So with that, I'll see you guys next time.